Hey, good morning, Pat. This is Prince. I see you on there. I'm gonna give it a few minutes for everyone to get on real quick. Hey, good morning. I see you. 817 number. We're here. We're just waiting. Gonna give it some time. Let everybody get started, or boot it up. We'll get started here in a second. We'll go to about 10:10, and then we're gonna go ahead
All
and we're gonna get it
attendees are
started.
muted and may unmute themselves by
For
pressing
right now, I got
star
it on
6.
mute. So if you guys could hear me, definitely respond back. Let me know.
Yeah, this is Pat. I can hear you.
Okay, great. So it's 10:06. We're gonna go for 4 minutes, and then we're gonna get started. I was in communications with Matt. He said 10:10 was probably a good time to start. All right, I got 10:09 for the time here. Gonna give it one more minute, then we're gonna start. All right, guys, I got 10:10, so we're gonna go ahead and get it started. I'm gonna just go ahead and put it on listen mode only, and then at the end of the presentation, I'm gonna go ahead and unmute everybody. So here we go.
All attendees are muted.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my desktop. So this presentation is going to be I'm gonna be flipping a lot through a PowerPoint, and I'm gonna go through some social media as well, like actually show y'all what I'm doing. Here we go. So this webinar is a webinar that Vance had asked me to share. So it's basically about self-promotion and getting your name out there. And I put land, air, and sea because I think it's important that you get your name out there. So just a little bio about me. My name is Prince. I've been in real estate now, I want to say for about a year and a half. Originally, I started off as a wholesaler. I've wholesaled a bunch of deals since last March, and then recently now we're doing I'm doing two fix and flips. I'm partnering up with Vance on them. So I'm just kind of progressing. I haven't really done much on the retail side, to be honest with y'all. Haven't really started anything there, but I'm looking forward to getting it started here in the next couple of months so I can have kind of like a two-prong approach. So that's just a little bit of background from me, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to dive in. And this content, man, is going to be really hot. I think it's going to be beneficial to both of y'all and whoever sees this webinar recording in the future as to what you can do with self-promotion in your business. So we're going to kick it off. So why is self-promotion so important? People need to know who you are. I listen to a lot of Grant Cardone, and it may be different for some of y'all and some of us here because, I'm 22, so I'm considered as a millennial. And when you're kind of submerged under all this technology and all the social media and what ways that you can communicate and ways that you can get entertainment across, it's nowadays, it's easy to actually just be noticed, be seen. So people do need to know who you are. So I made this specifically to the Dallas Metroplex area since that's where the brokerage is located. So according to Wikipedia.com, 7 million people live here in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So that means that if you're not doing everything you can to get your name out there in front of these 7 million people, well, chances are the other competition of realtors and people who are involved in the real estate industry, whether it be mortgage or realtors or mortgage bankers or whatever, or brokers and all that stuff, chances are they are doing something to put their name out there, and they probably have formed networks to kind of just peel off deals with each other. So you as a person, whether it is that you invest or you're a realtor, you have to do something to get your name out there. So what are you doing to set yourself apart from the competition? A good example for y'all to go to, if y'all check out Grant Cardone, and Grant Cardone is basically just a sales expert and an educator. If you actually follow his stuff, he is everywhere. He's on every social media property that you can think of. If you Google sales, I guarantee you he's going to be on the top page of something, just sales or whatever. He is so good at promoting. He gets his name out there. He videos everything. He videos him firing people. He videos him hiring people. I mean, everything. And I'm going to show y'all more a little bit later. So what can you do to set yourself apart from the competition? So things that I'm doing is you can make YouTube videos of things that you're doing and provide value to people. So later in the slide, I'm gonna go over what I'm doing with YouTube. YouTube is pretty much basically free, and honestly, you have no excuse not to make a video and provide some type of value for your audience. Next is create a flyer that says what you do as opposed to giving away a business card. I go to a lot of networking events, and man, some of these folks, they do some crazy things. Like they'll give me a card and it just says such and such real estate investor. Well, I feel like that business card that says you're a real estate investor doesn't really say enough about what you do in your business. And I have an example business card here. Y'all can catch this on the replay if you can't see it right now. This is my flyer that I give out when I go to meetings. So it just says Patridge Investments LLC referral system, and this is my investor flyer right here. All it does is just tells people what I could do. Like my whole entire bio of services that I could provide are on this flyer. So as opposed to just saying real estate investor, which most people won't understand what it is that you do anyways, this just says, hey, if you know someone who's looking to sell a house that's a distressed property, and it gives you criteria of what I'm looking for, I'll pay you $1,000 per deal that closes. And it says I could pay cash and close quickly. On top of that, it says the additional services that I offer is I can help clients lease homes or apartments. I can help people get a home listed on the market. So as a listing agent, I could be a buyer's agent, and it has all my contact info on there. And then it just has a disclosure that I'm a licensed realtor. So I feel like a flyer is just a way better way to go instead of just passing out a business card. And these flyers are really cumulative because it has my website on there, which I'm gonna show y'all in a little bit, but it has my website, and all the website says it's just my name, and it just goes to my property on my website. So you can, as soon as you go to my website, then you have a better way of getting a hold of me, a better way of contacting me, a better way of getting to know me, quote unquote, through watching my videos and things that I post on my blog. I post daily on my blog, so you can really see what I'm about and what I do. So that is one of the things that I've done in my business that I think has helped a lot, because over time, I really have gotten quite a bit of email opt-ins and contacts just from people holding on to my flyer over time. So next is you can create a blog and post. You can create a blog, and it's free. I mean, whatever blog post or blog medium you want to use, whether it's blogger.com, WordPress. I use WordPress.com, and it's hosted online. It costs me about $10 a month. I would recommend you have to at least post an 80-word article every day. So just post of whatever. So let me show y'all my blog really quick. So this is my blog right here, Prince EJ Patridge, Prince of Real Estate. And this is just, like the face of what you see on my blog. So every day I'm posting content for my people to follow. So it says looking for free ways to cop more investment deals. Here's a video of my brother-in-law doing Driving for Dollars campaign. You see right there. So yeah, he's doing a Driving for Dollars campaign. So I have that posted on YouTube, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, anything that you can name, Twitter. And I just have, just words saying, hey, this is what the video's about. Biggest regret of 2016 so far. So a lot of people think that when they have to make a blog post, it has to be all corporate and you have to provide like super serious information. That's not what people want to see. People want to feel like they relate to you, and they want to feel like they're on the same level. This is a YouTube I made when I was at a park in McKinney, Texas, along with some pictures. So this is what a blog could look like. I mean, all right. So, yep, we're back. So it's really not that hard to set up. And I mean, for a property that's going to get you views, I mean, I at least get 100 hits on my website every day. And I do have people reaching out to me wanting to do business. Like the other day, I had a professional stager contact me because she found my number on my contact me page. She said, hey, I want to offer you this. This is what I can do for your business. I found your number through your website. So it can be a lead generation tool for you. So you honestly have no excuse not to provide value and content for your audience. So like I said, you could post something every day, whether it be a Snapchat, Instagram, blog post, or whatever. Just provide value for your audience every day. So now I'm gonna go deeper and dive more into YouTube videos. So create a YouTube video and make videos on the spot with your phone. So this is what I mean. So I was listening to a podcast the other day of a guy, I think in Ohio, who does a lot of business using a lot of technology. So what he'll do is he'll take like his. I'll show y'all my video. Let me see, clicking the wrong thing. So he'll go in to like restaurants and he'll just snap videos like, hey, this new restaurant in town is, this is a good place to eat. And then at the end of the video, he'll say something like, hey, by the way, I'm a licensed realtor in such and such local city. Contact me if you're looking for a place to live or something like that. So this right here is a video that I made while I was going out for exercise with my fiance in the morning. And it just took me like 10 minutes to make it. It wasn't that hard. It took me like 10 minutes to edit it, and I got it live. So as you can see, this video now has 29 views, and there's a link to my website. So obviously you want to put a little bit more description on it, like, hey, by the way, I'm a local realtor or whatever, and this is what I can offer you. So as y'all can see, it's just me going through a hotspot in McKinney that I thought was cool, that people should know about, because people who are moving to your city or who are interested in buying properties in your city, obviously they want to know what's there for them and their family to do. So, why not be that person that shows them what it is that their family can do? So, I mean, I'm just kind of going through the video. Y'all can see it's just basically me touring the whole entire park. It took me, like I said, 10 minutes to walk around. And anyways, I was getting exercise. I walked my dog, and all I did was whipped out my iPhone, and I'll just show people, hey, this is what you could do in McKinney, Texas. And then here, this is me at the end. Just give him a little bit of information about me. Hey, my name is Prince Patridge. This is what I do. If you know anybody, let me know how I can help or be of service. And then at the end, y'all can see is my contact information. Now, I wouldn't count on this as like a tool to like be like, oh, this is all I have. This is what I'm gonna do. If you post videos organically, it is going to take time to get traction. So for me, my main ways of getting business is really just referral, cold calling, and other ways. But while I'm out there in the field anyways, I can make a video, so it won't even take that long. So why not make that video? So like I said, examples, when you're at the park, make a video. When you're at a restaurant, make a video. I believe the state fair is going to come on here in a little bit. So if you're a realtor or investor or whatever it is you do, if you're at the event, just snap a video. Just, hey guys, this is the state fair in Texas. It has this, and this. It's great for your family. Bring it, bring them over. This is how you can get tickets. This is what you can do. Here are little events, and just like snap pictures. And then at the end of the video, just say, hey, by the way, I'm a licensed realtor. And then next is, at the end of the video, tell your audience who you are and what it is you do for a living. And like I said, YouTube takes time, and all this other stuff that you do organically, like website posting, it's not going to happen overnight, but it is something that you want to start doing, because also in my emails, whenever I make offers on MLS or when I communicate to clients back and forth, I have a signature in my email that says, hey, I'm a licensed realtor. This is my license number. And here's a link to my website. So when they go to my website, they can actually see all this stuff. So what it does is it pretty much just builds a relationship with them. So you also do want to use hashtags and whatever it is you're doing, your videos, your blog posts. So I'm going to go over here to Zillow.com. And Zillow.com, if you just Google top, 30 hashtags that agents should use, this is what it is. Real estate, hashtag realtor, hashtag realty, broker, or whatever. And then when you go and when you post your videos, let me see. Okay, yeah. So when you upload your videos, there's going to be an option on there that says, hey, by the way, what hashtags do you want to use? So what I would do is you can copy paste all these hashtags and just dump them in there, because it's going to rank you in Google and in YouTube. So that when people search, hey, like homes or looking for a home, there's a chance that you might pop up. But of course, you do have to make more videos. The more content that you have out there, the better your videos are going to rank. But these hashtags do help. So that's what I have on YouTube that could help your business. So we're going to move on to the next slide. So Next is interviews. Interviews are pretty much important for your business because they give you credibility, number one, and number two, they get you in front of people because the people that interview you, they also have networks. They have networks, and when they share their content, their viewers are going to see that, and they're going to be like, "Oh man, um, let me contact this guy, such and such, the radio man or the weather man or whatever said that I should contact Prince or Vance or whatever if I want to do this with my house or whatever. It will just get you in front of more people. And like I said, it builds credibility. So I'm going to show y'all some examples. So the easiest way to get interviews is collect newspapers, collect tribunes, magazines, look people up. Who do you know that has gotten an interview or a radio show or a TV show with such and such? Reach out to them. I cold call at least like 100 people on the media like every week. I sent out over 200 emails. Hey, my name is Prince. And it's nothing special. It's just, hey, my name is Prince. I'm a young, ambitious guy. I'm 22 years old. I've done this deal. I've done that deal. I've done this deal. Here's what I'm currently working on. Do you think this will be newsworthy for your viewers as far as content? And do you think it'll be valuable? And you got to think, man. I mean, if you're running a show, you do want people to interview, right? Because if you're going to run a show that's successful, you need people on there every week. Like examples like Oprah or Ellen DeGeneres, they always have guests on their networks, like every week, different people. They need people. They need content for their viewers to go look at. I mean, so what makes you think that you shouldn't go out and reach out to these people? And then in these magazines and these newspapers and things that you collect, I mean, they're thrown on your front lawn. Like here in McKinney, we have this thing called the Impact News or something that covers like Allen, Plano, and McKinney. If you go through them, if you read like who wrote the article, their email, if not their name, that you can Google and you can get their email and contact information is on there. I've only done email so far. I haven't really called someone. Actually, I did call Dallas Business Journal. I'm going to show y'all a picture of that here in a second. And tell them what it is that you do and how you think it's going to be beneficial for their audience. So, don't just go in there and say, like, hey, I'm a realtor, make me your realtor. So, for example, when I had the interview with Dallas Business Journal last month, I said, hey, I had to think of an angle. I said, okay, this is my angle. I told them this. And I'm going to show y'all a simple media kit that I put together. Let me make sure we're all still here. Okay, good. I'm going to show y'all a simple media kit that I put together for my guys or for when I send out. I actually attach this media kit to the email, and I have the people look at it. So it basically says, my name is Prince. I'm a local real estate investor here in Dallas, Texas. A little bit about me. Hey, I'm recently engaged. I have 2 dogs. I enjoy walks. I mean, just things that make me look human, right? And then it says in my career. So late in 2014, I started getting into real estate, and I started wholesaling properties, and I started getting traction. And then recently, my more moves. I'm with the Real Estate Reformation. I'm with Vance, who's also heavy in the business, who's done this deal, that deal, this deal. And it says it has my purpose. So this right here is the selling point for getting interviews with news reporters and reporters. Right here. What I like about my business is I get to help distressed homeowners get out of situations such as foreclosure, saving credit, taking over payments, buying a home in as-is condition, so I don't have to come out of pocket in repairs. So then this is one. I did a radio show 2 weeks ago, and I'm going to show y'all guys with Eric Martin. And his it's really cool because his network, this is a cold call on Facebook. I said, hey, man, this is what I do. I gave him the same spiel. He's like, yeah, let's start an interview. And his radio show is WLINY. I think it's US Radio. Oh, no, iRadioUSA.com. If you go there, they have quite a bit of listeners. He has a great following. He has over 100,000 people that listen to his radio show. He's on Meerkat and all those things. So I was on his show last week, and then he pointed this out. He's like, man, one thing that I like that Prince is doing is, in his bio, he says, I get the opportunity of taking these distressed homes, improving them, and putting them back on the market for retail pricing. That's what reporters want to hear. They don't want to hear, hey, I'm a realtor, make me your realtor. They want to hear how you're helping the community out. And then it has my contact. And then, bam, there you see right there, my website again. These people, especially reporters, news reporters, will go through your website. And if you don't have a personal website, they won't take you that serious. So that's why it's important to post content every day, so that when you see their website and how it's all interlinked with Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram and LinkedIn. They see that you're actually serious, and they see that you're big in the game, and they're like, man, okay, this guy's serious. Okay, I like him. Let's interview him, right? And then here at the end is a picture that I have with Dallas Business Journal. So I had this interview with Dallas Business Journal, and this lady's name is Candace Carlisle. She does the real estate section, residential and commercial. Now, I did not get published. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes you will get these interviews, but it doesn't mean that the interviewer is going to publish you. But the key to when you get the interviews is, number one, you got experience. Number two, you got your name out there. And number three, the most important one, is you take pictures of it happening, right? So like I said, it builds credibility in your brand. So we're going to go over to Facebook of when see, look, I had here's when I posted the picture. Had a great interview with Candace Carlisle of Dallas Business Journal. Thank you for the opportunity of hearing my story. I got 104 likes. Now, what people don't understand is this is the power of social media. When someone likes your photo, it all of a sudden appears on their wall. It appears on the wall, and other people see that, and other people click on your name, and other people want to get to friend you. I got so many friend requests from this, and I got 14 comments here just from other people pat me on the back, like saying, hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, awesome, man. You do this and this. All that's doing is keeping my name out there and keeping me on the top of the social media list. The more interaction that's on your social media, and the more that you like other people's stuff and comment, the more you can keep the conversation going, the higher it ranks on the social media. So you want to keep people liking, you want to respond to them. And I got 2 shares, which was awesome. Oh, snap. Ryan Owens shared my stuff. Cool. So see, now it went to Ryan Owens' network. So when people like your content, what people don't realize is it's basically a share, because it pops up on their feed too, like such and such liked this photo. Other people can see that too. So just because I didn't get published on Dallas Business Journal, all I cared about was the picture of me actually standing behind the Dallas Business Journal with Candace Carlisle. And if you actually look up their page, you could see that Dallas Business Journal is a real thing. And when people look at that, they're like, oh my gosh, like, man, this guy, and see about 10,000 people like this page. They're like, man, this guy got a interview with Dallas Business Journal. That's awesome, right? So that's the power of what social media and getting interviews can do for you. So let me see what else I can do. Okay, so next is close the sale, right? So at the end of my emails, I'm like, hey, can you interview me? When's a good time to interview me? I just don't send them a proposition like, hey, here's what I could do. Close the sale. I mean, let them know, hey, this is what I want. So next we're going to do dripping your content on the internet. So constantly always post all your stuff on all your social media fronts. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. Facebook, as y'all can see, I have photos on Facebook. See, here's a Facebook group of my group. It's called the Empire Group. I started this back in like 2012. And since then, we've done about 250K just in a year of doing business in gross profits from just real estate investing. And see, I have tags. Hey, look, such and such is in my group, and then everyone else sees it. So now on this photo, I have 54 likes. So all this does is when these 54 people like it, all it does is spread the content. So then I got comments. Yeah, I got a couple of comments on here. So it keeps the conversation going. So next is this is me doing a rehab project, and this one got 34 likes. So like I said, the more you post and the more people like your stuff, the more relevant you're going to stay in the game. The more relevant people are going to be like, oh, okay, he actually does this. He's actually in the fields. Like he's actually taking action. He's actually putting in work. This is a real live rehab project that we're doing. Let's see what's next. So this is when I close the deal. Old Republic Title. This is me and Jennifer Wright. Shout out to Old Republic Title in Fort Worth. And this is me closing the deal. On this one, I got 77 likes. So then here we go again. And I got more comments. Hey, oh man, congratulations, man. People are patting me on the back. So all this doing is keeping me in front of people. Because every time someone likes or comments on your photo, it just goes up in the news feed. So whatever it is you're doing, and when you close the deal, post it. If you got a house under contract, but if it doesn't close it, post it anyways. I mean, get testimonials with your clients. Do something in the business to let people know that you are active in the business, so they don't forget about you. Like, y'all ever read that Keller Williams book, 33 Touch? Well, this is like a form of the 33 Touch, staying in front of people. And all right, this is my Dallas Business Journal one. All right, make sure we're still live. All right, cool. We didn't lose anybody. Okay, cool. So dripping content on the internet. Okay, so give your audience content every day. So on my blog, I post every day about like whatever goals. More recently, I'm JVing with my brother-in-law to get his content. I told him, hey man, upload your content on my YouTube channel. So we did that last night, and what ended up happening is I got my views boosted. So that means his social media people from his Facebook, from his LinkedIn, from his Instagram, from his Snapchat followed my stuff. So now they're on my stuff. So all that does is just get my name out there more. Like, you guys don't understand, man. Every time I go around town, and I'm not saying this to brag, but this is the power of what social media can do for you. I'm not big. I'm not like Dr. Oz or Oprah or Dr. Phil or Mark Cuban in any way, but it makes you seem like a local celebrity in your area. People are like going around, pat me on the back. They're like, oh my gosh. They're like, man, this guy's actually out there. He's putting in work. This is really cool. You know, this guy's out there, and he's like, that's him. Like, that's the guy. Like, oh my gosh. Like, I have clients now they'll go to my website because, like I said, when I send out emails, my links to my YouTube or whatever on my website, they're actually attached as a part of my email signature. People will go to your website. I am dead serious. People want to know more about you now. When, for example, if you guys have ever heard of a high-paying job hiring, um, they will now snoop on like your social media, and they want to make sure that you're a pretty legit person, right? I mean, they want to make sure that you're not shady. So what makes you think a client won't do the same? People snoop all the time. So if you're going to snoop, you might as well post, fire content for people to consume. Um, so yeah, next is stay in front of people and constantly let them know what you do. So everywhere I go, people know what I do. They're like, "Oh man, okay, that's the real estate guy. Okay, this is what he does. This is for sure his thing." And another thing is a major key when trying to build your brand is always respond to your audience. Every single day, I have Instagram direct messages, Facebook direct messages, private messages, public messages, Snapchat messages of people responding to me and asking what it is I do. They're like, hey man, can you help me out? Or I just started. Or hey man, man, I see you do this. Always respond back, even if it's a comment. Just be, hey, thanks, brother, man. I appreciate that, man. We're working. People don't like it, like when their message is unread. It is the most annoying thing ever, because all that makes you look like is just a prick that who thinks he's high and mighty and who doesn't want to respond to anyone. All that's going to do is lower your brand. Now, when you actually respond to people, what that does is it solidifies the brand. They're like, "Oh my gosh, he's doing all this action," and he's because you got to think these people see you as a local celebrity. They're like, "Oh man, he actually responded, so he's actually a down to earth guy." All that does is bring more business your way in the future. So always respond to your audience whenever you start doing this. Um, Next is if you don't have time to post or come up with content, hire someone to do it for you. You can go to websites like Upwork.com, Fiverr.com. You get your spouse to do it. You can get your kid to do it or whatever. But you do want to make sure that you are constantly posting at least every other day. I mean, I think my laptop crashed. Hold on, guys. Hey guys, this is Prince. My laptop that I was doing the presentation on shut down randomly, so I'm going to restart it and then I'm gonna come back here in a second. Just give me a second. Sorry about that. Hey guys, yes, sorry about that. I don't know what happened, but hold on, we're gonna dive right back in. If it crashes again, I have two computers, so if it crashes again, I'll figure something out. Anyways, we're almost done. No, that me blabbering on is crazy, but all right, here we go. So okay, yeah. So Upwork.com is just a website that you can get virtual assistants to do work for you. Like right now, I'm fixing to put together. I'll just give y'all an example. I'm fixing to put together a cold calling team to cold call for listings for me. And you can do this on Upwork.com. You can find anyone to do any type of job for you: cold call, post content, admin stuff. I mean, it just saves time. So I'm fixing to put together a team here in the next couple of months for that. Fiverr.com. It's a website that you can get anyone to do any work that you want, basically for $5. I'm gonna show y'all an example of work that I got done that people were asking me about, and it's for my podcast. It's called the Investing with Print Show. If you guys want to go to iTunes, but I'm gonna just show y'all an example of work that I got done for $5 that I thought was well worth it because it was another branding spin. Okay, here we go. Investing with Prince. Right here. Bam. So I hired someone for $5 to do this for me, with their talents and with their expertise in Photoshop. Now, me personally, I wasn't fixing to do this. Why? Because I don't know how he did this, and I wasn't fixing to take that long in doing it. But this photo right here went so viral. It was insane. I didn't even know it would go this viral. So this one right here, I have 134 views on, or 34 likes. I'm sorry. So again, like I said, when someone likes your content, it pops up on their news feed too. So now it wasn't just 134 people that liked this photo. It was now my content is getting across every single one of these people's networks. So it got across mine, Christian's, Vance, Samuel's, Neil's, Letitia. It got across all these people's networks, and other people congregated over to me, and I got more followers and more comments and more likes. And this one has 10 comments and it has 8 shares. That is very powerful as a marketing tool. I just said, hey, check out my podcast. I don't even know. I thought I added a description. I guess I didn't. Well, yeah, there was a description on here that just said, hey, check out my podcast with like a link. But anyways, yeah, that's the Investing with Print show. That's just an example of work that I got done for $5. So now let's see. We're gonna move on. So that's dripping your content on the internet. All right. So next is how to get in front of people working with vendor partners. This is a brand new concept that I'm doing with direct mail. If you guys are looking for like listings and you don't want to spend any money, this is direct. This is a concept here that I'm doing that's pretty new that I'm fixing to launch as well. So if you go to the USPS store and look up EDDM, actually, we're just going to do it. I still got y'all guys on here? Yep. We're just going to do it together. If you guys are on this webinar, or for those looking for the replay, we're just going to do it together. All right. So it's called USPS.com. And what these people do is it's a direct correlation with USPS. Now, keep in mind, I haven't launched this campaign yet. I'm working on it right now. But it's very powerful as to what you can do. I'm going to just, I did it the other day. I'm going to just show y'all. Exactly what it does. Okay, right. So this right here is just basically a targeted mail campaign that you could send. I'm going to just do a city here. We're just going to do Plano, Texas, which is about 10 minutes down the street from me. And anything 5 miles away. So watch this. This is a very powerful tool that I recently learned that I'm about to implement in the game. And I'm going to show y'all how to do it for free. Wait for it to load. So I got everybody? Yep, we got everybody. All right, so I'm going to wait for it to load. It's loading. It's thinking it's located in Plano, Texas. All right, it looks like. Okay, here we go. All right, next. And tour. Okay, so check this out. So it has Plano, Texas selected, right? So I'm going to go over here just to like a random zip code. So in this specific zip code, 75074, it's telling me this. Okay, there's 1,271 households here. So I'm going to just click this because this is really interesting. And this is how targeted you can get. And a lot of people don't know this. That's how targeted you can get with direct mail. Watch this. Check this out. About to blow your mind away. All right. Now it's asking me to create a free account. I'm going to just log in because I think this is so important. And I really want you guys to see this. And if it doesn't work, we're just going to have to move on for the sake of time. Hold on. I think I have an account here, guys. Sorry about this. I should have had this prepared, but I really want to show it to y'all. Okay, yeah, so it's not working. So we're just going to skip this. But so check this out. So in this zip code, it's saying there's 1,271 single-family residences. What you can do is you can actually go in there, and once you guys create an account, you can go in there and you can target by zip code in specific neighborhoods, and you'll see, oh, I only want people who make 80 grand a year or 70 grand a year with an average home price of 200K, 300K, 500K, whatever it is that you want to do. You can actually go in here, EDDM.com. Just Google it and you'll find this information. So check this out. So all it is really is just a direct mail campaign. So now what you can do to do this for free, because I think that it's going to cost, I think like $250 to get like a campaign out, or 500 or 1,000 mail pieces out. All you got to do is contact and reach out local people that you know who are indirectly to the real estate business. So handymans, landscaping, insurance professionals, electricians, plumbers. And let's just say, I'm on here on my iPhone. Let's just say that a campaign costs $250 and you want to spread that out. So what you can do, $250. I'm gonna just say you want everybody to pitch in like $50 off of 250, right? So all you got to do is tell 5 people, hey, do you want to sponsor my postcard and do you want to have your ad on the back? Because I'm about to send this out to about 500 to 1,000 people, and I just need $50 from you. I mean, if it's a handyman or a landscaper or an insurance professional, I mean, yeah, they're in the business too. They need content too. They need their name out there too. So a majority of them are going to say, yeah, put me in front of your 500 or 1,000 people or whatever it is you're going to do on a campaign. So this is a very good way to do direct mail without actually having to spend money out of pocket. Your money is going to be in the pocket of your vendors. So handyman work, like I said, landscapers. I'm already working on one right now. I have about 2 people who are down to do this campaign, and we're going to go ahead and get it started hopefully about next month along with my cold calling system. But that's just an example of direct mail that I thought was a great idea that I'd like to share with y'all. So yeah, have them become a sponsor. Obviously, your ad as the realtor is going to go on the front of the postcard. Their ads are going to go on the back with all 4 other 5 people, and they're going to get in front. Everyone's going to get in front of 500 to 1,000 people for free, depending on how your numbers break down. So next, I showed y'all my flyers already. So passing out flyers at events. When you go to an event or whatever it is, your networking meeting, do not go to an event and pass out a business card. Like I said, I mean, Prince Patridge, real estate investor, I just feel like doesn't have enough meat to the bone on what I can offer a potential client. So put your personal web address on every flyer. And if you haven't gotten a website yet, you might want to do that ASAP. I know a lot of people like to, they like to get, oh man, I'm just going to use the Real Estate Reformation website and have me on there. No, separate yourself from the pack and have your own website. And like I said earlier, when I showed you all my flyers, spell out what kind of services it is that you can offer people. I have people contacting me now from events that I went to a couple months ago. They're opting into my web pages. They're trying to get a little bit more information of what I can do and how we can work together as a team and become efficient. So you want to do that. Attend 2 to 3 networking events every month on meetup.com. Just look it up, real estate ones. Here's the kicker. If you really want to diversify your real estate business, whether you're a realtor or an investor, don't just go to the RIA meetings. Go to whatever meetings. Go to business professional meetings, people from different industries. Just be careful. There is a lot of recruiters out there for MLM. Just make sure that you decipher the good ones from the bad ones. So next is start a podcast. So this is really easy. Majority of it is free. All you got to do is record 10 to 20 minutes of good content, and that is it. I mean, just record 10 to 20 good minutes of good content, stuff of value. So my podcast, I'm gonna show y'all. Make sure I still have y'all with me. I don't want make sure I don't want to talk by myself. But my podcast. So here's just 5 of them that I do. Don't make this mistake when selling your home. Why your business sucks. How to be successful as an investor. Tips for first-time home buyers. The introduction to my Empire group that I showed y'all earlier. So check this out. So far, iTunes statistics say that I have 126 downloads off of my show, just off of 5 shows. And it shows me, and this is podbean.com, by the way, it shows me how many downloads per show I got. So don't make this mistake when selling your home, got 9 downloads. Why Your Business Sucks got 51 downloads. How to Be a Successful Investor got 21 downloads, on and on and on. This is another outlet to get your media and your brand out there. Don't discredit iTunes. iTunes is very powerful. You can and will get a lot of views and a lot of people contacting you. I have gotten people to contact me off my podcast. It hasn't led to any real business yet, but it's something to do. I mean, it only takes about 10 to 20 minutes. You basically already have everything. If you have a computer at home and a mic, just sit there, spit some game about what it is that you do. If you're a realtor, I mean, that's an easy one. 12 ways to improve your home. What to look for when you're shopping for a realtor or interviewing realtors, what to do, where to move, what's a good place to move. I mean, there's so much content information that you can give that you, like I said, you have no excuse not to give 10 to 20 minutes of your time to invest in the people and giving them value. So my show so far has about 126 downloads and it's going viral because this is my website, because I have a category for it on the Investing with Prince on PrinceEJPatridge.com. And now people can just go here and they'll just get directly my show. And I posted on LinkedIn. I posted on whatever, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram. And that's what it looks like. Why should it? And all that is just another content piece for you to post. And let me see if it shows. And don't think that you're not getting views, because on LinkedIn, bam, right there. I just posted this morning, I think. And it says that on LinkedIn, okay, so I made a blog post, my biggest regret of 2016. I have 35 views on that. So that's 35 more hits on my website from LinkedIn. So don't think that just because you post and people aren't liking your stuff and they're not commenting, don't think that they're not clicking, because people are. You just gotta be consistent about it. And a couple of days ago, I had like 100 views on like one of the YouTube videos that I posted, but this is awesome. So on LinkedIn.com is just a business professional Facebook, and 30 few professionals viewed my page. What if they contact me for business? That's awesome, right? So now when you do your podcast, you do want to make sure that you always make a call to action at the end. So I always say, hey, visit me at www.PrinceEJPatridge.com. And at the beginning, I say it at the beginning and the end, hey, this is Prince with PrinceEJPatridge.com. And then at the end, hey, again, PrinceEJPatridge.com. I mean, it's not that hard. So that's starting a podcast. So now I believe, yep, So I believe we're at the conclusion of the webinar. Hopefully y'all have gotten some value out of this. So my recommended material and tips is there's a book called Never Cold Call Again. By a guy named Frank Ramboskis. I believe he's local here in Dallas. Here's what the book looks like if y'all are curious. I got the one directly off this website because it has the book and there's 2 CDs. It's just basically talk about like lead generation tips on what you can do if you don't want to cold call. And that idea where I got a virtual assistant to do cold calls for me, it's on there too. Pretty much if you don't want to cold call, just different ways on how to get your brand out there. This is where I got my interviews. This is how I've gotten tons of interviews on the radio. I've been featured on Dallas Business Journal. I'm gonna show y'all Martin's Facebook page if y'all want to try and contact him and let him know what it is you do. Yep. So this is Martin right here. This was a cold call straight directly off of Facebook. I friended him. I looked through his stuff. I noticed he did a lot of stuff on the radio. So I just asked him, hey man, you want to give me a show? And this is exactly what Never Cold Call Again talks about. I'll take y'all to his website. And this guy's always on the air. So he's on the air right now. And this is just an example of some of his shows that he does. So, stuff like that, it's good to get in front of people like that. So what we got? So that's what Never Cold Call Again teaches you how to do. Grant Cardone, he teaches like a lot of stuff about sales, but the way that he markets himself is awesome. There's a video on YouTube about him going through his office. Basically all he does is like, he'll show you, this is my TV room, this is that. How's it relevant to his group? I mean, it's really not. All he's doing is giving content, right? He's giving content out there. He's letting people know this is what I do. This is, I take this serious. This is my brand. And trust me, the more people get to know you through your brand and your social media channels, the better liked you are. So always do that. Pat Hyben, he's a multimillionaire real estate agent. I recently started following him. I think his podcast show is Pat Hyben interviews real estate rock stars. So that's where I got kind of like that YouTube video idea about me just going out, showing people, hey, these are places to visit in Dallas, places to eat, stuff like that. That's a good one. And really just the last tip of the whole entire thing, man, is always be learning. All the ideas that you see represented to you guys here in this presentation are not my own ideas. All I do is pretty much just look and copy. That's it. Let's see what we got. Yep. So that really just concludes the slideshow and the presentation. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna unmute it, and now I'm gonna open it for Q&A questions if it lets me unmute it. Let me see. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop sharing the screen. All right. So
all attendees are muted and may unmute themselves by pressing *6.
All right, so we're unmuted. We're still live. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys want to type it in the chat box, go ahead. I'll be here for about the next 10 minutes or so, just doing some follow-up and answering questions. Well, we got Pat, Matt, 817 number. All right, cool. Click on okay, cool. Yeah. Anybody have any questions? Cool. Well, shoot. All right, guys, been real. Recording's going to go up. If you got any questions or whatever about the content that I just explained here, you can go to princeejpatrick.com. All my content's on there. Appreciate it.